Yo, what's going on, gang? Murphy here. It is Monday morning. We got our first snow of the year. Richmond, Virginia, getting there. Its first snow. I'm actually loving it. I am loving it today, guys. Monday morning, fresh start. Wipe the slate clean, start over. Like all kinds of new opportunities, right? Purifying snow. So, what I wanted to do today was I want to talk a little bit about fresh starts and wiping the slate clean and, setting yourself up for success and moving forward. And the reason I wanted to share this with you today is because, man, I was just hit hard with this snowfall, and I was just kind of thinking all my thoughts, and something really powerful hit me today. I was like, Sean, you haven't suffered from any depression yet this year. And guys, that is huge for me. Normally after Thanksgiving, I gotta take my hood off because it's echoing in my ear. Normally, right around Thanksgiving and into my birthday and into this time of year, especially when the days are getting darker and the days are getting shorter and colder and all that, I really slip into my mental funk. I really slip into that seasonal depression disorder. It hasn't happened this year. It hasn't happened. And here's the reason why. It's because of my own personal growth and change. Now, I'm going to go deep dive on here, guys. So a couple years back, for many years, let me back up here a little bit. But for many years, I did suffer from the seasonal depression disorder. That would really, it would attack my mindset, it would attack my mood, it would attack my actions, it would attack everything about me. And it would always happen right around Thanksgiving into the new year. And a couple years back, it really hit me really hard. And that was the time where I tried to end it, all. And here's what I know. Here's the difference between what happened back then versus what I see projecting and what I see happening now, today. It's the alignment with my inner self to my outer self. It's my alignment with my personal goals. It's the alignment with my daily actions. It's the alignment with my faith. And it's the stories that I have going on up here today. See, for so many years, I struggled with the stories. I struggled with the negative stories that were beating me down. I would struggle with, I'm not where I'm supposed to be at this time in my life. I don't feel like a good father. I don't feel like, my business is going well. I don't feel like I am where I should be with my own fitness. Like all these things. There was also, if you want to check off all 4 boxes of, say, faith, family, fitness, and finances, every single one of those boxes I had a negative story about. And it was all up here, guys. What I came to discover after that week-long stay in the hospital a couple years back was that these stories was what was having the most negative impact on me, and these stories were false. They weren't backed up by any facts. I had stories about I'm not a good father. And that was the big one. That was the biggest one. But when I got on the phone, when I was in the hospital, I got on the phone and my son was like, we always had good times. I never said you were a bad father. I never said, I don't feel that way about you, Dad. I love you. And when he said those words to me, I got to tell you, that was the eye opener for me. That's when I realized how long I've been telling myself these stories. How long had I been telling myself these negative things? How long was I holding myself within my own prison? And so today I no longer do those things. Today, when I have those feelings, when I have those thoughts, when I have those negative stories, I'm able to write them out. I'm able to recognize, I can wipe this slate clean because I have the facts. I have the facts to tell me a better story, a more powerful story, a story that gets me to where I want to go, a story that propels my energy and propels my life to the future of what I actually am building and what I actually want to do, right? Excuse me, I'm going to drag this trash can up to the top here. But years ago, Hope this doesn't rumble too much on you. Years ago, I didn't have that. I didn't have the ability to see through my own BS. I didn't have the ability to decipher those negative stories and what was holding me back. And so I kept myself in my own inner prison. I kept myself trapped. I kept myself stuck for years. And this was a big reason why that seasonal depression disorder would hit me so hard, because I gave myself that story too. Was, oh no, here comes Thanksgiving, here comes your birthday. This is usually the time that you get depressed, Sean. That was the story I told myself. So guess what the outcome was? That story, that outcome. And so staying in bed from January till damn near March, into March, barely being able to move, barely be able to do what I wanted to do. A year later after that, you know, the suicide attempt. Like, so much of these real negative things, guys, these things that, you know, I try to end it all. I try to end my own life because of the negative story. So here's what I want from you. Like, if you're someone who's saying it's Monday morning, it's time to wipe the slate clean. If you're like, hey, it's a snowfall, it's a brand new season, I'm going to wipe the slate clean and I'm going to fix myself. And I'm tired of 2020. I'm tired of feeling like shit. I'm tired of feeling, you know, depressed. I'm tired of feeling overweight. I'm tired of the struggle. Well, that's all great. That's good to recognize that. But what's the real story? What is really going on with you? What is the reasons that you're having these stories? What is the reason that you're having these stories and these conflicts? And is 2020 the real reason? Like, is everything going to change in 2020, 21 for you? 2020, 21? Is everything going to change next year for you? Or are you going to carry this old self into the next year and still repeat the same cycle? Guys, this is so important. If you could grasp one thing out of today's message is this. What you do today up here and the stories that you're telling yourself up here is going to directly reflect who you are moving forward each and every day, because your emotions is what feeds your actions. Your emotions is what's going to fuel you to take the daily steps that you need to do in order to get out of bad situations. Whatever stories you have is going to create the emotion. Whatever emotion you carry with you is what kind of action you're going to take, and the kind of action that you take is what's going to build your lifestyle. And I know this from experience. If you need any help dealing with those negative emotions, if you need any help with creating more powerful stories that can actually help you build and create better outcomes because of the actions that you take, and not waiting for the new year, because the new year, new me is BS. But the new year, the new you starts with the stories you're telling yourself and really finding those facts. Guys, I love you. I want you to enjoy this Monday. You might want to get the kids out and play out in the snow. I don't know. But I'm going to get inside and get warm a little bit. My hands are getting cold. But peace, love, and strength. I hope this message serves you well today. But think about what I said, guys. Think about what I said. The stories that you're telling yourself feeds the emotions. The emotions then are going to dictate your actions. And the actions you take are going to create the person that you are. Not just today, but tomorrow as well. All right. I love you all. I'll holler at you next time.